Let's go! Let's go! That's what I'm talking about. If it wasn't at night right now, I'd probably be screaming into the mic, but it is like 9:45 in the night. You know, Monday Night Football game, but yo, this is exactly what I asked for. For those of you that didn't watch my Giants vs. Eagles preview video, I specifically expressed my deep and passionate hatred for the Philadelphia Eagles. They're the one team in the NFL I could actually say I hate, and in the NFC East we got all the rivalries. The Cowboys, it's a fun rivalry, but I'm more annoyed by them than anything. The Cowboys and their fans, man, they're just annoying. The Redskins, I mean, it's like whatever. We haven't had any type of real rivalry with them in a while, but the Eagles, I hate the Eagles. We haven't beat them like what feels like forever, man. I can't remember the last time we beat the Eagles, and last year when we should have beat them in their house, it's almost like a curse, man. We go in there, we get up strong, and then we lose. And I'm praying that doesn't happen this time, because it's a very similar situation to last year when we played in the Link. We were up like 19-6 or something, and all of a sudden the Giants collapsed. Eagles came back, they won. Here we're up 17-3. Alright, but it's a completely different feel. Eli is back, and he does not look like Eli last year. He does not look like Eli this early this year. He doesn't look like Eli in 2016 when we made the playoff run. Nah, he looks like Eli in 2011 when he's slinging the ball all over the place, throwing it deep, taking risks, making moves, getting out there using his legs. And yo, in my opinion, it's completely because of two things. One, he's rested for basically the entire season, so he has the energy to do all this. His body is rested. And two, he knows that like these last 4 weeks that he's gonna play are his last 4 weeks as a Giant most likely, so he's willing to take those risks. You know, his job is not on the line or anything. He knows he's going out as a legend, so might as well let it all loose. And don't even get me started on Darius Slayton, man. This guy, so far, he's definitely our best pick out of the draft, and we got him in the 6th round. Absolute steal. This let me bring up his stats. I know he's on pace for like over 280 yards or something, but Darius Slayton is going off. So let me just bring up his stats real quick. This dude has 5 receptions for 154 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's averaging 31 yards a catch. His first catch was that 35-yard touchdown. Then Eli hit him on like a 42-yard pass. Later in the game, he hit him on a 55-yard touchdown pass. Like, Eli's just been hitting him. And I'm not going to lie to you. When I said in the video, I'm happy for Eli to be back. I'm going to be happy that we play. And most of all, I'm going to be happy if we win. But the one thing I was worried about was Slayton's production. He's been the deep threat of this team, the big play, you know what I'm saying? Big play Slay type of player, explosive type of player that the team has had. His connection with Daniel Jones is amazing. I thought that he was going to be kind of left out of that because Eli recently obviously has not been doing these things. But not this game, man. He's feeding the ball to Slayton, and he's feeding it well. Saquon looks good. You know, 10 carries for 39 yards, averaging 3.08 yards a carry. I hope they keep giving the ball to Saquon. I hope to see 10 more carries in the second half. Maybe he breaks one off, maybe he doesn't, but he's running hard and he's running safely. You know, he doesn't look like he's injured. Eli, man, 11 for 19, 179 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's got to be his best stat line since 2016, to be honest. And I haven't felt this good about a Giants game since 2016. This team looks completely different. You know what I'm saying? We're out there with like not a full wide receiver core too. We still got Caden Smith out there. You know what I'm saying? Golden Tate dropped a couple of passes, but he made great effort plays on it. I love what I'm seeing from the offense. The only thing that bothered me was Jalapeno messing up the offensive snap that caused the fumble, but we got a field goal out of it, so it's okay. But other than that, the offensive line has been doing a great job protecting Eli and making running lanes for Barkley compared to what they're used to, at least. The defense, however, is what I'm way more impressed with. We got 2 sacks on the game. One from Marcus Golden, the old reliable dude. Marcus Golden's been our best player all year. And one from the X-Man, O'Shane Zimenez. He got a sack too. But don't let that fool you. We've been getting pressures from everybody. We've been getting pressure from Leonard Williams. He looks like he's playing for that contract. I probably still won't pay him, but he's definitely paying for that new contract. We got pressure from Dalvin Tomlinson. That's nothing new. And we got pressure from Dexter Lawrence, who also had a batted pass. You know, could have been intercepted. It wasn't. It doesn't matter. We've had good coverage all night. And you know who we have playing out there along with Janoris Jenkins? The rookies, DeAndre Baker, and they finally put Julian Love out there, not as a free safety, but as the slot corner. which is what he played in college, which is what he was one of the best slot corners in college. And they finally put him out there in his position. The best play, in my opinion, he had so far, and he's been playing really well, was a tackle on Carson Wentz, ankle tackle, and there was a good amount of distance between him and Wentz, but he closed the distance really, really quickly. Showed some nice speed. Showing the lateral quickness. They should have had him out there weeks ago, but James Bettcher is finally doing something right. You know, all the things, the way his team is performing, the way his defense is performing, it looks like everybody's actually playing for their jobs because they're actually playing well. James Bettcher is calling some nice plays. Pat Shermer is calling some nice plays. I still think they're going to get fired. I still think they deserve to get fired, but it's a nice change of pace, and I hope we keep it up. But you know the history between the Giants and the Eagles. Last year, same thing. We were up 19-6 at the half, and then the Eagles came back and won, and it was also in Lincoln Financial Field. So let's hope for something different. I'll be back at the end of the game. Pat Shermer. Oh my God. Pat Shermer. This, You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring back the picture of Shermer in his final form. I think I had it week 5 against the Vikings. I'm bringing that back. It's time. It's time for me to bring that back. Him in between the trash cans. I haven't done it in a while. It's got to be time, man. It's got to be time. But Shermer, this right here, this is him pulling a Pat Shermer. And what I mean by that is, this is him knowing how to call a game in the first half and then forgetting how to call it in the second half. It's like, and I said I fear this would happen in my first half reaction. I said I don't want to like get too excited because last year it was the same thing. You know, we did it differently. We did it through the run last year, and we had the lead. We were absolutely beating the Eagles. And in the second half we stopped doing everything that worked and we lost. This year we did through passing game. Second half came, we stopped doing that, we lost. I mean, guys, Eli had 175, right? And Darius Slayton had 154 in the first half. This is their stats by the end of the game. Eli 15 for 30, 203 yards, still 2 touchdowns because, you know, nothing happened. And Darius Slayton 5 for 154, 2 touchdowns, meaning he didn't get another reception in all the second half. And I remember he only had 1 target. It was like on a 3rd down or a 4th down or something like that towards the end of the game. And oh man, don't even get me started on Pat Shermer and his. This dude does not know how to use timeouts, yo. Like, for real. He doesn't know anything about time management. I feel like he went to school with Andy Reid and learned about time management or something. But no, he's worse than Andy Reid. Because Pat Shermer will do 2 things, man. He'll either waste all his timeouts and have none left to use, or he'll have all left to use and he doesn't know what to do with it. It was 53 seconds left. The Eagles were on a 4th down, and he let the clock run down all the way to like 19 seconds, and then he called a timeout. By that point, just let the clock run out. Why don't you call a timeout right away? You had 3 of them. It's not like you're going to be wasting any of them. Like, why? Just call the timeout right away. That way you have, like, I don't know, they punt the ball, we get it back maybe like 40 seconds, you know, at worst like 35 or something like that left on the clock, and we can actually do something with that versus we got the ball back with 10 seconds and the Giants kneeled. We could have done something, got that field goal, won, get out of Philadelphia with a win. You know what I'm saying? Show the dirty Eagles that, yo, they're not that good. You know, finally get a win back after God knows how long. For those of you that watch my preview video, you guys know I said if there's one game I want to win, this is the Eagles, because I hate the Eagles so much, right? This is the one game I don't care about the tank. I would just want to beat the Eagles. I want to show them up. I want to show them, yo, you guys were supposed to be this, oh my god, it's all super elite team. You guys are out here 5-7, now 5-8, lost to the 2-10 Giants. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate the Eagles. Like, the Eagles are the one rivalry that always gets to me, man. It's not the Cowboys, it's not the Redskins, it's the Eagles. And it's almost as if, look, I got 2 conspiracy theories in my mind right now. It's almost as if Shermer is actually tanking, because the way he's coaching these games is the way you would coach if you have in mind that, oh, we're gonna lose, like, I want to lose, is the way you would coach. You coach amazingly in the first 2 halves. The first 2 quarters, the team plays good in the first 2 quarters, and then in the second 2 quarters, you literally stopped doing what works. He stopped going in the pass. He stopped going to deep pass. He stopped the type of run Saquon was doing in the first half. He stopped that because Saquon only finished with 66 yards. That's not even the same amount that he had in the first half. In the first half, he had 38. So you stopped doing everything that worked. You stopped targeting Slayton. You stopped calling good pass protection plays. Like, all of that you stopped so you can lose. Or the other one, which is very much just as likely, Shermer wants to get fired, and he's just like doing all this, so he's making sure he's gonna get fired. Like, that's not completely out of the books. I don't know why he would want to get fired. Maybe he cracked under New York pressure. He's like, man, I don't like being criticized every week or something like that. Damn, I don't really care, but it's not far-fetched that this dude wants to be fired, because if he isn't by the end of the season, I don't know what Giants management is doing, man. But my God, this guy is not fit to be a head coach, man. He does not know how to use timeouts, and he only shows flashes of knowing how to use this offense. And to be a head coach, you need to be consistent with knowing how to use your offense and your offensive weapons, man. But it was, for the most part, I love this game a lot because I love seeing Eli go out there and slinging the ball like it was 2011, man. I love seeing him take deep shots. I love to see that Darius Slayton, man. This dude is really about to develop into big play Slay. I'm giving him that nickname now. You know what I'm saying? Darius Slay from the Lions, bro. Transfer that nickname to Darius Slayton because he's really out there, man. He's the best rookie wide receiver I've seen on the field. I mean, there's a dude from Washington, number 15. Can't remember his name, from Ohio State. He's been doing pretty good. Terry McLaurin, but Darius Slayton is really out here, man. It's amazing to see how much he's improved since he walked into the Giants facility, where they said the only thing he had was his speed. He didn't have any hands. He couldn't catch the ball at all. And now look at him out there. He's going to be a great part of this team. And I just love that dude, man. I can't wait for the rookies. The rookies in general, this game performed really well. You know what I'm saying? Dexter Lawrence had a great game. That defensive line had a great game. I told y'all in the first half recap that what's his name? Leonard Williams was playing for the contract. I still didn't give him the contract. And he had a great game. He was in there on every tackle. Almost had a sack. I'm still not giving him a contract. You know why? That's literally one game out of all the games he's been here. If you really wanted that contract, he'd play like that every single game. And he's the type, I don't know Leonard Williams, but I feel like we give him the money and then he goes back to being what he was before this game. You know what I'm saying? But going back to the rookies, DeAndre Baker had a good game. Julian Love had a good game. I guess you could count Sam Beal as a rookie. He had a better game than he did last week against the Packers. But look at that. They're all out in the field. They're having good games. They're making their mistakes. They're learning. They're developing. James Betcher, you're finally letting them out there. You're still going to be gone, but this is something you should have done a while ago. But this Eagles game, man, it was such a good game. But this is our toughest loss on the season. I look at this, and this is my toughest loss on the season, man. They really just made Eli go below 500 on his career record. And I don't know how to feel about that. Because, you know what I'm saying? There's some career records you look at. You know what? In general, the career record stat isn't a good one. Because it isn't reflective of the quarterback. But it is taken very seriously amongst, the NFL, quote unquote, the NFL experts, but also among guys who decide who go into Hall of Fame and whatnot. Even though it doesn't reflect the quarterback's performance, it is taken seriously. And him being below 500, I don't know. I just wish he could, win next week against the Dolphins. I mean, I'm going to be at that game. So, Eli, win next week against the Dolphins, bro. Get that record back up to 500. And I wasn't worried about the tank in general, the race for Chase, because the other two teams are, actually better than us in terms of record. We have an easier schedule, so if we win one more game, it's not nothing. But I don't know, man. This game has me all over the place. I really want to beat the Eagles. What do you guys think? Let me know what's your opinion on it. Put your comments down below. Like, share, subscribe. I'm out. I can't even do the year. I'm so sad. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Put your comments down below. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Until next time, I'm out. Yeah.